Now.
Good afternoon, I'm Dan Hagan. Today on Up North at 4, we are continuing our year in review. Today we'll look back at our New Year's resolutions we made back all the way on January 1st. Then I'll chat with two Olympic biathletes who I happen to know fairly well. We'll get to all of that in a bit, but first here's your top 4 at 4. New cases of COVID-19 in the U.S. have soared to their highest level ever. Here's footage today from Fitchburg, Wisconsin, of people waiting in long lines outside a pharmacy for a COVID test. It's a common sight across the country. The U.S. is averaging 265,000 cases per day. This surge is largely driven by the highly contagious Omicron variant. Some good news is that early data suggests that Omicron has a reduced risk of hospitalization over previous variants. Multiple people are reportedly hurt after crashes on Interstate 94 near Eau Claire. Here's drone footage over the incident from this morning. Wisconsin State Patrol says they don't know how many people were hurt, but semis and cars were involved in the crashes. Officials say there are no known fatalities with the incident. One lane of traffic has reopened. Sorry, no video for that one. Next story here, a 31-year-old Park Falls woman faces criminal charges after she allegedly embezzled from a local food pantry. Dana Lemmer is accused of embezzling more than $54,000 from the Lord's Cupboard food pantry. She also allegedly took money from the Park Falls Chamber, although that amount isn't known yet. Lemmer has been treasurer at both of those organizations since 2019. According to court documents, Lemmer told police the fraudulent activity had been occurring for approximately a year and that she used the money to pay bills and buy personal items. Lights of the Northwoods will collect donations for storm victims tonight. The annual light display often raises money for local food pantries and nonprofits. Tonight, any funds raised will go to the storm victims in the Stanley, Wisconsin area. Lights of the Northwoods will be accepting donations from 5 to 9 tonight in Hodag Park. Food donations for the local pantries are also welcome. And while we're here, mark your calendars for a fireworks display at Hodag Park on Saturday, January 1st at 7 p.m. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, a chilly day out there today.
Yeah, Dan. Hey, how cool is this, though? First, the cold temperatures, then we had some snow, and now more cold temperatures are on the way. That's a win-win for the trails and the lakes out there as we kick off tourism this early into January into February. Here's our temperature change, though, across our area right now. So warmer temperatures here, colder temperatures there, and the cold air, as you know, it always wins this time of year. That is moving our direction for tonight. We'll have low temperatures down near 0, and there's lots of cold air to go around. We're talking below 0 temperatures across the upper Midwest right now, and a piece of this is moving down in our direction for the weekend and beyond. Right now, though, across the area, we're at 15 in Rhineland area, 14 for Tomahawk, but even off to the west, single-digit temperatures there. That's coming our way tonight, and we are in for a very cold night and a very cold weekend. So 20s, low 20s back in the forecast tomorrow, maybe a mid-20 Friday, then the bottom falls out. Saturday and Sunday highs near 10 with lows near 10 below. That's great news for trails and lake conditions across our area, which need the added ice. And then a bit of a rebound next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but not much. Still temperatures below average. All right, so we got a little bit of snow last night and this morning. Plover 3.2 inches, Weston 2.2. We get it, right? So this was not the big one, but still anything helps this time of year as the trails are now opening outside. And today we had lots of clear skies. Hopefully you didn't forget your sunglasses today because lots of sunshine out there reflecting off of the snow, made for a very bright day. It will not be as bright tomorrow as we have some cloud cover back in the forecast. So here's that hole in the clouds right now for us, but off to the west, more cloud cover there. And this little system here is going to track to our south beginning tomorrow and miss us. So we will likely stay dry for several days around here. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies and partly cloudy skies and just cold with low temperatures down near 0. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Enjoy the serenity of northern Wisconsin all year long. First stop, Shquagaman Adventure Company. Skis, skates, snowshoes, and fat bikes. Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards. Shquagaman Adventure Company. Stop by the store or visit us online.
Welcome to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. We love authentic Indonesian patchouli and we specialize in our original custom blends. Everything with the Patchouli Garden name on it we make right here in our store. Visit Patchouli Garden in the store or online.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month, or no interest, no payments for 18 months. For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off.
1-800-908-7527. That's 1-800-908-7527.
Factory-trained and certified installers made in the USA, and discounts for seniors and military. BCI Bath & Shower, the leader in affordable bathroom products.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
We're back on Up North at 4. Believe it or not, Jeff, on January 1st of this year, we made some resolutions. Do you remember any of your resolutions?
I do remember this. I'm nervous, though, because I'm not sure how I did.
Okay, I was able to take a peek at them because, I had to make sure they played. But let's take a look at yours from this year, January 1st. Okay. So I'll read them aloud. Let's start with number 1. Reconnect with old high school friends.
I did that. I have done that several times this year. Okay, good. Check.
Okay, did you live in the moment?
Yes, I can say that, yes. I'm not thinking as far ahead as I used to.
Okay.
I've always been a very good planner out in time, like too far out in time. So I think yes, I do that. Yes, yes, 2 for 2.
Well, number 3 was a little more concrete.
No,
and I know you didn't get this
didn't
one.
do that.
So how are you feeling about this?
This dang housing market. You know, everywhere I go, I get outbid, and it's just like, I'm waiting for it to calm down now.
I don't know if it's a great investment either.
A house?
A house.
Ooh, that's always traditionally been a really good investment.
I feel like the stock market is going to always give you better returns. It's less maintenance,
historically, yes. But so does real estate.
One video on it, so I really don't know.
So does real estate. So real estate and stocks are probably pretty safe.
Okay, well, we should get an expert on one of these things.
Yeah, probably.
Well, okay, here's number 4. Start public speaking and mentoring again.
Yes, because I didn't pick up another intern because of COVID, but I've done a lot more school talks lately.
Cool.
Another one scheduled for next week. So, okay, this isn't bad. I thought it'd be a lot worse than this.
Should we mention the last one?
Okay,
How'd you do in the last one?
I didn't look at it. What is it? Okay, so you should be good to know, right, that on my front porch right now is a week's supply of food on the keto diet. I start that tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I start the keto diet tomorrow.
That's no
And
carbs.
I'm going to lose this weight. So I'm a failure so far this year.
Hey, that's okay.
I can admit it. It's okay. But I'm going to get this done.
That's okay. I think there's always time, and also I think we should make resolutions again.
Yes.
Let's take a look at mine first.
Yes. Let's see how you did.
Later we'll make our resolutions. So
Read
here are mine.
4 books.
Here's the deal with mine. They were not as ambitious as yours. I think I succeeded on perhaps all of them. I read 4 books.
Okay.
Let's skip to 3. I think I volunteered.
No.
Maybe
we
I
need
can
to go
do better
back to
next
2.
year.
Be ready for show earlier.
It's funny. I feel like I actually have done better at this, but today was not a good day for being ready. I was like kind of scrambling.
So why do you feel like you've done better at this? Like, can you give me a day where you've been here like early?
Oh, so you're saying that I am not correctly...
A little bit of a jab there. I think you may be overestimating how good you've been at this area. Maybe a little. Okay.
Maybe we just have different definitions of on time, because I feel like on time for me isn't
All right, so find one big way to volunteer. You've done many of those.
Yeah, I think I've done a decent job. I think I can find one big way, and I did start a history series.
You did more than start a history series. This thing
so that was neat.
Caught on, right?
So I think in the next couple of days, it was pretty popular. In the next couple of days, we will think about our resolutions. I think we should kind of make new ones for 2022. What do you think?
Yes. I'm going to keep weight stuff on there, though. It's important to me, but I'm going to have some new ones.
Okay, sounds good. Let's take a break right now. After the break, I'm going to talk to a couple friends of mine, actually, who are U.S. Olympic athletes. That'll be in just a few minutes.
D&T Rentals winter event is back. Saturdays from 10 to 5 in January and February at the Oak Avenue Community Center in Marshfield. Inflatables, play area, balloon artists, face painting, and more. Visit us on Facebook for updates and info.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 News team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Menards carries a great selection of Richmond water heaters to ensure that you have hot water when you need it. With high-efficiency models and tankless options to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect fit for your family and save on energy costs. Richmond water heaters work hard behind the scenes, so you can focus on what's important. Get dependable hot water with Richmond's 6, 9, and 12-year gas and electric water heaters. Available at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
D&T Rentals winter event is back. Saturdays from 10 to 5 in January and February at the Oak Avenue Community Center in Marshfield. Inflatables, play area, balloon artists, face painting, and more. Visit us on Facebook for updates and info.
We're back on Up North at 4. We are blessed to be joined by Olympians today, and by happenstance, I happen to know both of them. One of them I know very well. Jake Brown is on the right with the browner hair. Jake and I skied at St. Olaf College. We also studied abroad in Oslo, Norway. And also, Paul Schomer is the other one there. He is from my pretty much home area of the Fox Valley in Wisconsin. They're going to be competing in the biathlon at the Olympics for the United States team. Welcome to the program.
Thanks for having us. Thanks, Dan. Glad to be here.
So this is a ton of fun. Let's start at the beginning, because I know both of you didn't start as biathletes. You started as skiers. So I'm curious from both of you when you kind of made that transition and thought, hey, maybe I have a shot at the Olympics team for the biathlon team.
Mine started in college, because my college coach at the College of St. Scholastica in Duluth, Minnesota was a biathlete, and he kind of started me to push me in that direction. Probably my sophomore year is when he really started to put it in my ear more, and then by my junior year is when I started actually giving it some serious consideration.
Yeah, and for me, I was always a good freestyle skier. So there are two disciplines in cross-country skiing. There's classic and there's skating. And skating or freestyle is what is only used in biathlon. So I always knew that if I had a chance to pick up a rifle and maybe learn how to shoot biathlon style, that maybe I'd have a chance. So I got recruited by the U.S. biathlon team into their development program, joined Paul there for a little bit on and off. We were in the Olympic Training Center together for a while, and it took some time to figure out biathlon, but eventually through that U.S. biathlon development program, we kind of found our way as biathletes.
And you guys really devoted your life to this kind of new sport for you both. Tell me what it was like, I mean, the past 4 or 5 years preparing for just this moment that's going to happen in February.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely say that it's not just the one moment in the Olympics. You know, I think both Paul and I would say that it really is about the process, and we're lucky in biathlon. Most Americans don't know this, but we get to compete in a 10-week World Cup series through the winter in Europe. It does come to America every 4 years or so, but mostly in Europe. So that's why we're here in Ramsau, Austria for Christmas. We just finished the first 4 World Cup weekends we've already done this year, and we'll be going to Oberhof, Germany next week. But yeah, getting into the sport, like it was a struggle for a while. Paul and I 4 years ago both didn't make the Olympic team, and Paul was the first one to not make it, and we both spent that time racing in Norway, which was a pretty formative experience for both of us to kind of take matters into our own hands and try to say, okay, this is something we're serious about, even though we didn't make the Olympics. Let's spend 5 weeks in Norway and just put our noses to the grindstone and get some experience.
Yeah, for me, I think it's like this dream that I never knew I had. Growing up in the Fox Valley of Wisconsin, I grew up wrestling, and so I think something like biathlon was just like totally off my radar. And when it kind of became more of this reality or like a possibility, I just think it's kind of cool to kind of stumble into a sport in some ways, but also just like a real blessing to have the talents to be able to get there. But I don't think that you can discount the hard work that it takes as well, and like the perseverance. I mean, there's plenty of times I know myself, and maybe for Jake as well, where it's like you want to give up, you want to just go home. It's tough, and like it's really not 10 weeks in Europe every year. It's this year there's 12 different events, and some of those are longer than a week. So I mean, you spend a lot of time away from home and stuff. But to see it all come together and like be able to represent the U.S. at the Olympics this year is definitely going to be special. But we definitely want to go there and perform our best. So we're still still on the grind and hoping we can go there and have the best races of our season yet.
Well, just know that is really inspiring to see that. I know people in the Olympics, that was just something that wouldn't even register to me as a little kid. So we're going to take a break right now. Right after the break, I want to learn more about the biathlon and talk about kind of the mental aspect of that. Let's do that in a few minutes.
It's the huge New Year's Week balloon sale for 3 big days at Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Anigo and Minocqua. This huge sale starts December 30th and ends January 1st. Save 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 60% off. That's right, your purchase could be up to 60% off. Make your purchase, pop a balloon, and determine your savings. This is the biggest sale of the year. Don't miss your chance at the savings at both locations. Lakeland Furniture and Mattress in Anigo and Minocqua.
Attention homeowners. Are you behind on your mortgage payments? Is the bank threatening to take your home? Is your home worth less than you owe? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you need to call this number right now. We are the Mortgage Defense Line, and we can help you save your home. Through this TV offer, you can take advantage of special programs designed for people just like you. We've already helped thousands of people save their homes. It doesn't matter if you've been turned down before. We can help you too. Call right now for your free no-cost evaluation. It won't cost you anything to find out if we can help you. We are the Mortgage Defense Line, and we can help you save your home. Don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-970-8640. That's 1-800-970-8640. Again, 1-800-970-8640. That's 1-800-970-8640.
You've decided to go back to school. Good for you. Which would you rather do? Get up early, get dressed, drive to college, find a parking spot, walk across campus, only to sit in a giant lecture hall, or earn your degree from home with Independence University. We'll even provide you with a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate, and a personal student success team. Independence University. Online, but never alone.
Call 1-800-397-2159. 1-800-397-2159.
We're back on Up North at 4. I am with 2 U.S. ski team biathletes, Paul Schomer and Jake Brown. They are going to be racing in the Olympics in February. Very exciting. So biathlon, it's shooting and skiing. I want to know about shooting because the idea is if you miss targets, you have to ski more. I have to imagine that takes a huge mental toll on you, knowing that there's this very sudden repercussion for missing, and you feel like you just beat yourself up as you're skiing. How do you deal with that?
I mean, I think a lot of people deal with it in different ways. I think like thinking too far ahead is the first mistake you would make. You don't want to think about the penalty loop until you really have to go there, I guess. And the second thing is you don't want to be thinking about hitting targets or missing targets. You want to be thinking about the things you have to do to hit the target. Because if you're thinking about a miss, the chances of you having like missing are already like pretty high. So you definitely have to have focus. You have to stay focused on your procedure. and things can turn around really fast, but also in a biathlon race, things can come right back your way really quickly as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of different aspects about the mental game, but the big thing is like trying to not get ahead of yourself and just remembering that every shot counts. And yeah, I don't know. It can be complicated, but at the same time, very simple.
Yeah, I just add that, you know, biathlon, there's so many things in biathlon that's a metaphor for life. And I think the shooting aspect of not getting ahead of yourself and staying in the moment is really one of them. And it's so much easier said than done, you know. So many things can happen when you're shooting that can try to distract you. And so it can be really hard to get back on task, you know, whether you've just missed 2 and you still have 2 more shots to go. You got to stay composed and try to, you know, find a way to get back to whatever your shooting focus was for that stage, like Paul said. So, but I have been known to be someone who forgets to ski the penalty loop altogether when I'm supposed to. So maybe that means that I don't think about the penalty loop enough. I don't know. So.
So let me get this straight. So you forget. Am I doing air quotes correctly there?
Yeah, so there's been a couple races where usually it happens where I clean my prone stage. So we have prone shooting, which is laying down, and we have standing, which is standing up, of course. So I come in and I hit all my targets in prone, which means I'm not going in the penalty loop. Come back in for standing, really focused on just trying to execute my process and do my best. And if I miss in the standing, especially if it's just 1, oftentimes I think, okay, that's going to be a good race. Let's just get out there and ski a good hard last lap. And especially because I didn't have to go in the penalty loop after the prone, sometimes it's easy to just think, okay, let's just get out there. And for whatever reason, in that moment, there's been a couple times where I've just skied straight by the penalty loop and forgotten to go in, which then is a 2-minute penalty. So you don't want to do that. The penalty loop only takes 25 seconds to ski. So you'd rather ski the 1 penalty loop and not take the 2 minutes for forgetting to do that.
I have a feeling you won't forget that come Olympic time. It's one of those things.
Not be in the penalty loop, Dan, come Olympic time. But if I do miss, I will. Hopefully I've learned my lesson at this.
Well, if you could pretty much lap me in skiing, I'm pretty sure you're going to be, you know, one of the greats out there. Though that being said, you know, let's forget about my skiing career. I want to talk more about you guys. You got the Olympics coming up. So what are you going to do in this kind of last month plus to prepare for those races?
Yeah, good question. So, like Paul was saying, we're going to head to the World Cup here once again. We've got a World Cup in Germany, January 8th, 9th, 10th, that weekend. Then we're going to head to a altitude camp in Martel, Italy. Beijing is the venue for Beijing, which I believe is 3 hours north of Beijing in Zhangjiakou. Yep, we don't know exactly how to say it, but we're going to find that out before we go. And it's at altitude, which is basically anything over 1,500 meters we consider to be high altitude competition. So we will go to Martel, Italy, which is also over 1,500 meters, to get a period of time with training, acclimation, and then compete in the World Cup in Antholz, Italy, which is also at altitude, before we head off to China, I believe, January 29th. Is that correct?
Yep, January 29th, and landing in Beijing on the 30th. And then at this point in the season, during Christmas, because we're not racing, we're definitely having a little bit more of a training block. And then as we move through the month of January, we're definitely doing our last minute training, but we're also trying to make sure we're rested and prepared, especially with all the other things that come along with the Olympics, including the testing protocols this year, the travel to Beijing, and then some of the on-the-ground stuff with Team USA once we get to Beijing. So, and then obviously also just like that mental clarity and just being comfortable wherever we're at. So, yeah, we're excited and we're hoping we have a good plan. It's good plan in place, and hopefully things work out.
Well, I want to end on just 2 anecdotes from me. I'll start with Jake here. Jake, your endless optimism. As soon as I met you and on the ski team, that's always been inspiring. You continue to inspire me. And then maybe more on the sillier side, Paul, I actually did see you once, even though you may not remember. I saw you doing ski hill repeats in Kimberly, and I was like, what is that weird guy doing just going up that tiny hill over and over again? So I did see you, Paul. I never met you, but I'm glad to meet you now. Good luck on the Olympics. I know you guys will make us proud. Thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thanks so much, Dan. Great to talk to you again.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll be right back on Up North at 4.
Yeah, I think one of the things us veterans are hoping for is soon the cabin will be built.
Wounded Warriors United of Wisconsin is proud to announce the development of Country Haven Farm, a private retreat for Wisconsin veterans and their families.
Once the cabin is built, it's just going to be such a relaxing place to go.
But help is needed. Currently, we are in need of funds, materials, and volunteer labor to complete our cabin. So we are asking the kindest people we know, Central Wisconsin, for help. To make a donation or sponsorship, please visit our website or give us a call.
It's time for Trig's annual New Year's Eve seafood sale, one day only, December 30th. We have the hottest prices of the year on crowd pleasers like lobster tails, jumbo sea scallops, and new this year, colossal snow crab legs. Choose from dozens of varieties of holiday shrimp, including wild Gulf shrimp. Make it a surf and turf New Year with our certified Angus beef T-bones, helping you celebrate in style. Stop by Trig's one-day New Year's Eve seafood sale from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. for best selection, December 30th at all Trig's locations.
It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Your last chance to get the best deals of the year on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling trucks for 44 years straight. Only a few more days to save on our full lineup of Ford SUVs. Hurry in. It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2021 Ford F-150 and get 0% financing for 66 months plus $500 cash back.
The kitchen remodel project was a major project. After checking around, we went to Featherstone, and we were so glad we did. There was electrical work, plumbing, enlarging a doorway, and of course, all the cabinets, countertops, and fixtures. The minute I walked in the door at Featherstone, I knew I was in the right place. Featherstone coordinated every aspect of the project, the whole thing. They made it easy. And I can't say enough about how much we appreciated the personal attention Featherstone gave us.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 News team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
All right, Jeff, we are on ice watch right now for the Ice Castle on the Eagle River. Another update today from the Eagle River Fire Department. So they were doing some shoveling today, which I didn't think of, but it seems pretty smart, right?
It exposes the ice so the ice can grow thicker, which is good. No insulation on top due to snow.
And I was trying to read there, 14 inches, I think, is what they're looking for. So
for the blocks.
For the blocks, it looks like we have some good conditions.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be cold tonight, really below freezing through the weekend, and lows well below zero over the weekend as well.
Okay, we'll have more from Jeff on weather at 5 and 6. We'll see you then.
We're here tonight, and that's enough.